All right,
Nine,
we're live.
eight,
We can
50,
can.
Hold on, we gotta start over
We're-
again.
we're-
Ready?
we're-
Five,
Five,
4, 3.
Einstein,
No, we gotta all
7,
count together, guys.
13, 18, 15.
John, I watched that.
Caden, you're just saying numbers.
Okay, so
That's how counting works, though, right?
we are live.
Hello, everybody. Hello,
Um,
Internet.
I'm lucky we were
And,
supposed to go live on the countdown.
John!
We did.
We
but the
were
countdown
live.
failed.
So
Did you go live for like a second?
after the last depressing session, where most characters died.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're on episode 19. We're one away from being the big 2-0, where the stupid podcast. I don't remember what it's called anymore, but I think it starts like with the Adventurers Pact.
Wow,
Yeah.
it starts with it, huh? That's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing, fucker.
That's our show.
But you know, let's have our introductions again. So starting from the top as always.
Hello, I am Evan, and I am playing Aster Staff.
And then Joellen.
New person.
I'm Joe, and I'm playing a character.
Oh my god!
Oh, shit!
That's a weird name.
God, you're up.
Oh, am I? Oh.
No, God's saved for last, as always.
No, I do.
Oh,
I
shit.
do it
No,
with
we
you
go in
guys now.
order.
So, hey guys, I'm Gus.
Die.
Hey guys, I'm God. I play everything. That's it.
I'm Seth. I'm
Yeah.
playing Mark.
God also plays with our emotions.
I'm Nathan. I play Rat.
Name's John, and I play Rakus.
My name's Skylar, and I play Santina.
My name's Jay. It's Jay, and I play Cyphus Willowbleed. And occasionally David.
Yep.
Hi, I'm a Token, and I play Caden. Hi, Token.
Hey, that's a plastic bitch!
Damn. All right. You guys
That's
are,
toxic.
you guys are mean.
It is.
All right. So,
Just give a fuck.
in the
Did we get a-
last session,
Did we get a long rest before?
no,
last session?
we're
No, it's
picking
right
up
after?
right where we left off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suddenly
Just
all the
like-
castle guards rush in and skewer us with spears.
Just like the in between of Rogue One and New Hope.
Um.
The "you died" screen comes up.
Anyway, in the last session, the party united with some of their past allies after returning back to the tavern due to a message Cyphus received and Cyphus' own belief that, hey, we should go back and rest. We're kind of a little beaten.
Hey.
You don't say.
But he didn't say that exactly. He just alluded to it. Of course, because Cyphus never backs down. You had assistance from the gnome girl you met at the tower. When you went to find... See, I'm trying to think the
Go on.
idea is the worst idea.
What is happening? Jesus fucking Christ.
Hold on a minute.
Nathan, bro, I get it. Your eyes are great, but I'm gonna need you to back up a bit.
Do you guys...
I'm just very invested.
And so, they also had Adam with Jim and Jane, Malar Prykeeper, the ex-king of Venn, and a new Ilphas Prykeeper with his powers returned. Same with Cyphus. Cyphus also found his powers returned to him. They stormed the castle from the bottom up and had a climactic battle with the Black Hands and the quote-unquote Brilliant Council, the rogue rulers of Venn. During the battle, multiple party members went down, and with one fatal counterspell from Ashan, Santa Germelia died.
Santa.
Santa!
No, Santa! Who will bring the Christmas presents now?
Ilphas, after the combat ended, made a second deal with Killian, costing Fiverr's ability to be revived to bring back Santina. Ilphas said his goodbye to the party and goodbye to Malar, his father, and apparently his reborn brother, Zarish, which I think most of the party thinks that I'm going to do a third twist villain.
We're gonna have to kill him again too. Damn it!
At which point, Ilphas and his father locked hands as Malar turned into dust and ash. And Ilphas was gone as soon as the black void sky swallowed the party and dumped them, with a little bit more detail this time, closer to a beach, and about half a day, it appears, away from a small port town near them. And there, Santina breathed in new life. You guys are currently on these on this flat grass plain, and you're all kind of standing amongst each other. But I would say like 50 feet away from you, there's just a crowd of 1,000 people, both kind of standing and sitting. Some are laying down. Half of them look malnourished and very starved. What would you like to do? Santina, you open your eyes, and everything felt cold until just now. There's a gentle breeze from the ocean from the beach, and you see kind of everyone standing around you. So particularly, Morak is just quite literally staring at your body.
But Santina's alive now, right?
Yeah, I just breathed.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Santina, you alright?
Wait. Where are we?
We're still in the chamber.
Are we?
Yeah. Yeah, you're okay.
Oh, I must have blacked out. I'm sorry. Must have scared you.
Yeah, you blacked out.
The party sees a black fox with 5 tails come out of the woods and run up to the party. And then look at Santina, and a kind of mist appears around it as it turns in shape and takes a new form of Bardrak Garmelia. And he has a concerned look on his face, and he kneels over and he says, Santina, are you alright?
Yeah, I seem to be.
I couldn't find a way into Venn, especially since that sphere appeared around it. What happened?
Well, I don't really know. I blacked out before, Sean. I'm presuming he's dead, judging by our surroundings. Before that.
Well, why are you all grouped around her?
She blacked out.
Yeah. That must have been pretty bad.
Morak, I'd like you to make a deception roll. Or a persuasion. Right. You can choose either or.
Doesn't matter either way. It's gonna be not great. What's a 3?
You rolled low too, but that's a higher than a 3. He kind of squints at you, Morak, and he says, not sure how to put this, but I don't really trust what you're saying. I don't think this is a simple blacking out moment. I think she was far worse than that.
How could I be far worse?
Well, don't play dumb with me, but Actually, I got an idea. He will turn to you and look directly into your eyes, Santina. And he kind of just stares at you for a little bit. And he says, as he kind of takes a step back and he says, "She died, didn't she?"
Huh?
And
She
just
blacked
looks
out.
into your past.
Steen's just gonna lay there for a moment and just kind of think a little bit.
If this is what it comes to, I'm going to have to take her home.
I don't think you need to do that. I'm fine, aren't I?
I assume Raditz revived you.
No, it wasn't me.
Then who did?
Cynthia's gonna look around.
Fiver.
I prefer not to have.
Where is Fiver?
He's gone. For good.
Oh, where's Ilphas as well? I don't see him around.
Good question.
He's gone as well.
What? What happened while I was out?
I'll explain to you later. Mark will stand up.
Santina. From me to you, I trust you all, but this sounds more serious than just a errand I would send her on. If multiple of your allies are dying in combat, I don't want to have her out with you all. Besides,
This doesn't
Santina...
happen.
What did you say, Raditz?
Normally this doesn't happen. This was a position that we were forced into due to certain circumstances. But
It kind of looks conflicted. And
I understand your concern, and but Santina has proven herself very capable, and I think it should be her decision.
And he'll turn to you again, Santina, and he'll say, Santina, I'd prefer if you and me came home for a while, and had a vacation of sorts.
Well,
you still have a book to write, don't you?
I have corrections to make, yes, but I've overall pretty much finished my book.
Well then, the choice is yours. I will continue to follow you, Santina, as I've told you before, but should I find that you're in just as much danger as I'm hearing, I won't be as peaceful as I am right now.
She's gonna turn to look around, especially at rabbits, and just kind of shake her head, and then look back at Bardrek, and just kind of say, I don't think it's fair for them to get in trouble for the things I do. So just for that reason alone, I'll be coming home.
Well, I appreciate it, Santina. It just means I don't have to worry about you as much.
I just hope everyone will be alright without me. Not that, I really did much.
It's a lot of cardio keeping up with you guys. Speaking of which, I found your cart, outside. You seem to have left it there, so it's, behind that crowd over there, if you care for it. And he points to the big group of people who are now kind of stirring, getting up. At which point, as well, a female elf kind of walks in front of the group and you guys, and she has a nice blue dress on. She also has silver hair, and she says, "People of Venn, I know these past few months and years have been difficult, but you're all confused as to where you are, I'm sure, but I believe I, Ayla Prykeeper, will be leading you to Lyvern. It is the best option I have since my husband and son are no longer here." To which the crowd kind of stirs. You see them kind of get a little frustrated. Some kind of begin to shake their heads, and some others begin to just blurt out, like, essentially, why should we listen to you, especially after what happened? And she will say, "Please, I made my best attempt to help you all. I'm just not as strong as my husband was." Give me a second. To the people who were frustrated, they seem to be calmer now. I would like to thank the Displacers. While they were a criminal group inside Venn, I think they knew what was best for Venn. I also would like to thank, and she'll turn and gesture with her hand to your party, and say, "I'd also like to thank these individuals who assisted the Displacers and Venn when it seemed we needed it." Some of them see kind of they stare at Raditz, stare at Rakkus separately. And some of them get a little riled up, and they kind of begin to
because
walk
I'm a monster, isn't it?
They begin to walk their own directions, with a small kind of group of about 10. And at this point, coming out of the crowd is Samuel. You see the Tabaxi there, the blind and deaf Tabaxi, Cassius, who had previously went missing. He's in more actual battle-ready clothes. He's more in rags, and he seems to be kind of limping as Samuel's helping him walk. Coming from behind them as well, you see Gara, to which Gara begins to move up to Rakkus, and Samuel says, "Cyphus, unless you'd like to be coming with us, we will be helping the Queen of Venn move them to Lyvern. Is that something you'd like us, or like to help us do?"
Cyphus doesn't really move from when he last hugged Ilphas. He doesn't even really look at Samuel. He just kind of stands there and doesn't really say a word.
I take that as you're taking your own direction, then.
No response.
I guess he did what he set out to do, Samuel.
I guess we did succeed, so it's fair. Well, he kind of bows.
Samuel, wait. I don't know what to... My whole life, I just wanted freedom for Venn. And now that I have it, I don't know what to do.
His head looks up from his bowed position, and he says, well, we're free now. You make your own decision. There is no revolution, there is no issues for us to fight other than a long walk and food to gather, but if you wish to stay with these friends of yours, I'm not prone against it.
Safus will turn around and walk towards Samuel and hug him. And he'll say, "Thank you for everything you gave. This is all because of you."
Right, well, I must thank you too. If you hadn't informed me that Ilphas was willing to work with us, then I might have killed him when you entered.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
On the way to Liveland, there was this boy. I don't know, he attacked me in the middle of the night, and he bested me. He killed me. I felt feet. And the next moment I knew I was woken up in Kefir. He saved my life because you sent him.
Well,
I'm just sorry I couldn't save him.
Kefir, it's not your fault. He got separated from us when we were making our escape from the sewers, so... If anything, it's my fault for not watching over him. But Kefir knew the stakes that we had. And at this point, Bardrak turns his head and he says, "So then I must inform my compatriot then. I have to tell Blevin that his brother's dead." And Samuel says, "Unfortunately, yes." And he puts Samuel puts his hand on your shoulder, Sifus, and he says, "It's okay. I wish I could have saved a lot of those lives that we lost in Venn too. Even only half of Venn is here. The other half, I don't know where it went. The structure is gone, but that also means we can build something new. Don't blame yourself for it, because sometimes fate is fickle." Anyway,
Sifus will he'll turn around and walk towards Morak and just stand looking in the direction that Ilphas was.
Anyway, I'll be making my leave now, fellow friends of Cyphus. And he sees Gara in front of Rakus, and he says, Gara, do you want to stay with your brother, or do you want to come with us?
Joe, that's you.
It's you.
My mic was muted. That's not good. I shall go with them.
It's good seeing Nathan's face. Well, that's your decision to make. Citizens of Venn, to those who wish to follow us, let us be on our way. And he begins to walk around the group and, with the queen, kind of drag most of the group away into the direction, away from your party. There are some stragglers who actually stand there and then break off going into a separate direction. But you 7 are left there with, as you turn around and look, you see the small gnome girl sitting over the destroyed warforge that was lost during the battle. The one you guys had saved. And kind of standing above her is this darker cloaked figure. He's got big black clothes around his head, and he's tall, but he's kind of leaning over and comforting the gnome girl with kind of an awkward back rub. It's not awkward in the way it's moving, but it's just something seems off about it. Bardrak turns to Santina and he says, well, Santina, I best bet we're on our way as well. And he points to where the crowd had moved around, and there is your guys' cart with the horse still attached to it. We will be seeing you all later. Hopefully, at least.
It was fun adventuring with you all.
Yeah.
Alright, well, be on the lookout for a book by me. I haven't come up with a name for it yet, but be on the lookout for it.
Keep an eye out.
What did you say, Seth?
Mork is pretty silent.
Okay. Bardrak turns to you, Morark, and he says, I'd like to, personally thank you, Morark. You did protect her, well, actually, I do know you did try to protect her every chance you could. So thank you.
Couldn't even do that right.
I don't want to copy and paste what Cyphus' friend over there said, but sometimes...
Copy paste?
Copy paste? Huh? I think you mean reiterate.
Like, welcome
Alright.
to Comtronica.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. I'll reword what I just said.
Reiterate is what I think the word you're looking for is, Carson.
Yeah, I know. I'm just used to today lingo. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny, JJ? Is that funny?
I just thought he'd, like, half the characters go, yo, what up, man? So I was like, yo, these chains hard, dog. They heavy. And I was like...
Someone just shouts,
to
bro.
reiterate what...
Morg like, yo, dog, I'm angry as shit.
Not to reiterate what Cyphus' friend said, but sometimes people are just unlucky. I think this is one of those instances. So, it's fine, because at the end of the day, she's still here. Anyway, Santina, And he kind of gestures to over his shoulder. Let's start heading off. We'll have to stop through Najima. Have to pick up a couple things from the office, but
That's fine. I probably need to study some more, especially since I've got this little guy, and she'll turn towards the little geared kangaroo, the tiny one. I don't really know what it's capable of, but I'd like to find out.
well, I'm not too smart, but I can try helping you.
Thank you. Nojima, you said, right?
Yeah, we need to stop through the Stardust Syndicate's headquarters. Speaking of, I presume they died in Venn. Leaving our outpost, as far as I know, the last Stardust Syndicate. That's unfortunate. And he will begin walking off into the direction of the woods you guys came out of.
Did he polymorph, or is he just kind of walking?
He's just walking.
Okay, well, I'll polymorph and then stand by his side, or walk by his side in this case.
Okay. You guys see Santina turn into this white fox. And Bardrak, seeing this, he looks at her, and then he too turns into a similar-sized black fox. Difference being, Santina only has 2 tails, and he has 5. And they continue walking to the forest
Together,
line.
that's
Raditz, roll a perception check.
Oh shit. Fuck. Hold on. What's my perception? 9.
This isn't something hard to notice, but you're not really interacting with the entire situation. So I'll give you that. You see a small, kind of big pouch lying in the grass next to you. And there appears to be an envelope over it, and it's wrapped on the pouch.
I wish to check the envelope.
Okay. You take the envelope out from the pouch. Do you pick up the pouch as well?
For now, yeah. I'm not like stowing it away or anything.
Got you. You hear kind of coin rattling as you pick it up, and you open the envelope, and it says, "Found a lead on some personal things. Have fun with the money." And there's a kind of little italicized word, smooch. And there's a kissy face drawn with very poor art skills. It's something almost like a very young infant would make. And at the very, very bottom, there's the name token.
Weird. Okay, what's in the pouch?
Do you count out the individual coin?
Sure, yeah, let's do that.
There's about 455 platinum.
What?
Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my God!
Jesus.
And 300 gold pieces along with it.
Jeez!
400 and what?
455.
5.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's...
Oh my god.
Would Raditz like to share with the party, or would Raditz like to keep it to himself?
Let's divvy this up. I don't need
Okay.
this much.
So Raditz walks up to the
This is
group.
a little much.
And he begins to individually pass out equal amounts.
Token's gotta make money somehow.
Everyone, unless Gara asks, unless Raditz wants to give Gara a split.
No, I'm not giving Gara a split. Fucker just showed up. But I will put a bit aside for a token. You know, this is his money after all.
Yeah. So everyone but Gara gets 76 platinum and 50 gold.
Oh, Hey, look, we don't just start paying the new guy. You know, it's like you get your next paycheck after like 2 weeks.
Guy.
Yeah. We gotta get your
Wait,
banking info first.
How much?
Accounting and routing?
76 platinum and 50 gold pieces.
Oh,
No.
Wait, is David still there though?
Oh. Yeah, David, you're kind of
I was
standing
gonna-
there.
Well,
David's
yes,
been
of
next
course
to
we're gonna
Mora this
divvy
whole
it out to
time.
David as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, and just
How
as-
much are what are the numbers, Lucky?
Actually,
what are the numbers,
hold on.
DM?
I actually need to redo this. Are you passing it to David as well?
Yes, of course. He helped.
I hope no one added anything because I have to redo the math now.
I did.
Also, make sure we can say Adam as well.
Adam's already gone.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, he
left with
teleports.
no, he left with the crowd.
Well, fuck. Like he left his town unguarded for a bit. You know, the least we could do. Okay.
So let me redo the math real quick.
So that's not the other stuff that we got previously?
Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
No.
This is
no,
additional.
This is
to that?
additional. Yes.
Holy shit. We are
Why the
well
fuck
full.
does Token have so much
Let's
money?
go buy a town.
That's less than
Wait,
60% of the share.
Real quick, if I
So we
could.
just buy Venn.
I added the money, so how much
No,
did
there's
I
no
add?
money.
So take.
Hold on.
Hold on, guys.
I take away 76 platinum and 50 gold, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
So,
Christ.
So,
Did we get all the magic items sorted out as well or no?
No.
no.
What was the last one?
There were actually 2 other ones.
Oh,
It was
what are they?
the Giant Slayer Scimitar and the Mantle of Spell Resistance.
What is the mantle of spell resistance?
It's an attunement
It
item.
grants you spell resistance.
No. It gives you advantage on rolling saves against spells.
Yes, that it gives you spell resistance.
Resistance half the damage. It doesn't do that.
No.
So, actually,
No.
I guess I did my math wrong from the start. Actually, I guess I did it right, actually. So, yeah, no, it is 76 platinum and 50 gold.
Oh.
Including David.
Okay.
Wait, so how much is everyone getting?
76
76
platinum and 50 gold. In addition to what we already divvied up.
Yeah.
So 76 is divvied up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so is the 50 gold.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Bug.
Oh.
I could build like so many forges out of this.
76 platinum, right?
Yeah.
And then how much gold
50.
each?
Yeah.
Dude, I am gonna have so many forges. Alright?
Okay. After divvying that up, you guys, for specifically Raditz, as you're kind of dishing these out, you see off in the distance, kind of a bit far away, doesn't look too far away, is a small port town. You see ships coming in and out, and roll a perception check. Again.
Oh. Okay, that's better. 16.
You don't see anything of note.
Cool. Before we leave, Venn, would it be possible for me to find any sort of logger or somewhere where I could purchase?
Purchase wood. You
Yes.
look around.
Vast quantities of wood.
You look around and there is no vent.
Wait, what?
The structure is not around you at all.
The structures. Anyway.
It's gone.
Do they literally just fucking bikini bottom it?
Yeah.
Took Venn and move it somewhere else.
Exactly.
Around the same time, the party sees this kind of purple spectral body kind of get up from the ground, and you recognize it as the woman with wings that attacked you in the forest. She stands up and she just looks at Aster and just stares at him. She is not moving, she's just staring.
Aster stares back.
Alright.
Hello?
Hello.
What? How are you not? Wait. I'm. Can you explain what's going on?
What would you like to know?
A lot.
You have to be
I mean, for
specific in your
start,
directions, sir.
the starters, your body's there, and you're here. How are you here?
You summoned me.
Okay.
Sir, if you'd like to know anything, you have to ask specifically.
So, are you gonna be here forever? How long are you here for? Or is this temporary, or?
Do you not know what you are?
Out of a very long adventure, all I have learned so far is, for starters, I've seen you in my dreams or something. I don't know. I guess an ASMR, and people are a lot is called. I've heard the word chosen a lot, and that's mostly it.
Sir, you have to ask a specific question if you're looking
Okay.
for information.
Do you know who I am?
I think you're asked your staff.
Alright. Do you know what a chosen is?
The gods chosen is individuals selected over history that are elected to be their champions, their workers, per se. Like an angel on earth.
Are you a chosen?
I was.
What happened?
And the kind of purple specter's eyes kind of look off in the distance and look at the ocean, actually. And she says, me and my crew were eaten by the creature Uldir.
Then how are you not dead? Well, how did you not die until recently?
The visage of God resurrected me for a purpose.
Okay, so I've heard what a chosen is, but what do they actually do?
When the god of the Black Hand gets out of control, the champion is meant to control it and bring it down temporarily. As I said, they are champions for the gods. If the gods will it to do something, they will do it.
Do you know anything about, as Aster is probably got, does Aster have a sword summoned right now, or?
I would say so, yeah.
Do you know what this is?
That looks like that looks like a champion's weapon, but it looks dark and corrupted.
Oh, that would explain a lot. Is there a way to uncorrupt it?
The clergy could get rid of it, if they wish, but do you really want that?
I don't know.
By the way, everyone can hear this conversation.
So, I noticed, is this material, the sword specifically, the blade part, it looks like it's made by the same material that Killian wore when he had a mask on. Is there a reason for that?
I wouldn't know.
And, who is this Killian guy? Like, what does he do? What is his objective?
She doesn't say anything.
Well, alright. Is there a way to get you back in your body?
Your cleric would know the answer.
As to turn to rats.
Nate, you look like one of those like preteen girls that are looking for attention. You're like,
Raditz?
I don't know if you can really trust her, Aster. I don't trust anyone we have to kill multiple times.
true.
Looks at Santina with menacing intent.
Oh, I'm not here anymore.
Go.
He's like, I look through the wall. Nate's camera froze at him staring. It was just. I
Are
was like,
there
okay.
any more questions you would like to know, sir?
Before I disappear forever.
If I may
Do you know
speak-
anything about Aster's past?
That's a good one.
Aster's pastor.
Aster's pastors.
What's your question, Aster?
Do you know anything about my
Aster Stav is one
Dead.
of the reincarnated champions.
What does that mean? Champions of who? Champions of what?
So, as in champions, you mean chosen?
The champions of God, yes.
So you're saying I was reincarnated. And that's why I don't remember anything?
I guess. This is particularly odd. I don't believe specters are meant to be able to speak. Perhaps.
So that's what you are.
I will disappear once you rest. Aster.
Hmm. Can you tell me more about who you were?
What do you want to know that you already don't know?
Like... Hmm. So you were a chosen. So what did you have to do? What did you do?
Then you would wish to know about my history.
Yes.
I was Seraph Asinus. My ship name was the Flying Sense. We were hunting Uldir, a creature of the deep that the gods wanted me to take down. They say that he became corrupt and started eating sailors as they traveled in the ocean. Uldir was stronger than I thought he would be. So I died in the ocean.
Do you remember anything before you had this quest to kill this beast?
No. Is that all?
That is all I can think of for now. Thank you.
Then goodbye. Until you
Hold
wish
on.
to know something again.
Hold on. So... if you somehow... So, now that John is dead, and let's say you were alive, what would you have to do?
Sean wasn't important.
Who did you follow then? Who gave you orders?
The visage of God.
Is that Killian?
That is his general name, yes.
So, do these chosen, yeah. Is me being a chosen why I have powers and stuff? How does that work? Because
The
as
gods-
far as I know, I do it.
The
And
gods
it's just something
chose you unanimously. So, you also now have the powers the gods give you. Collectively.
So I am given power by a bunch of gods. Is that right? And that is also the entire reason I have this sword?
You are unanimously given. They don't all give you a power.
So who gave me the power?
Would you like me to list the gods?
Sure. I'm just gonna pull out a piece of paper.
Well, your friend Morark over there, he worships a god named Tiana.
Yeah.
Tiana has a brother named Tilen. Tiana also has a daughter named Vixia.
Mm-hmm.
The father gods, Iswazil and Valencia. I believe your friend Raditz worships Valencia.
I've been blessed by her. We have an interesting relationship.
That is all the gods.
Let's see. Hmm. Alright, that is all the questions I have right now. And thank you.
The specter moves and then begins to just float behind you. Not really aimlessly. She doesn't seem to be going in a direction, she just floats behind you. What would the party like to do?
Guys, she would probably be very helpful on our journey. She'd probably be able to give us answers to a lot of questions if we could.
She's
make her
also a
more-
liability.
That's true, but
That's your call, Asta. Do you want her to come along?
I do.
As long as she can take care of herself in terms of shelter, doesn't matter.
Well, how about we have? Hey, what was your name again?
Seraph Asinus.
So, Seraph, if you got resurrected, basically, would you be able to take care of yourself properly and not betray anyone here?
I don't have an opinion right now.
Would you still be serving Killian if you were resurrected?
I do not have an opinion.
Well, this isn't an opinion, this is a... Anyways. That'll do for now. Ash is now going to turn back. I would like to
Can I
try.
insight check her lack of opinion?
Hmm?
DM?
Yes, you can.
Fuck. 13.
With how monotone she said it, and due to the predicament situation where she constantly asks Aster and calls Aster usually by Sir, you take it as she probably serves under Aster, and that is all she is.
Aster, I think your sword ate her. So
What?
she's yours now. I think your sword ate her.
Oh. You know, that one makes sense, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how this stuff works.
Hmm. Can we try and like she's pretty much, for starters, my only lead.
Just keep a close eye on her. She's your responsibility.
I know.
You know what that means, right, Aster?
Means if she messes up, I mess up.
Exactly. It means if she's starving, you're starving. It means if she's poor, you're poor. It means when we're in a fight and she can't defend herself, you defend her.
I understand.
So long as you understand and you know, take it. That's all that matters.
Aster, I would like to remind you that I only stay around until you rest again.
Yep. And I'm not resting until you're alive.
That's probably not good for your mental or physical health.
Well, I'm willing to make that sacrifice, so to say. I mean, it's not like it'll be forever. Probably.
Can I get another perception check from Raditz?
Bitch, why do I have to make all the perception checks?
You're the most perceptive one here.
It's optimal for you to do it.
It's optimal.
It's optimal.
19.
Morak's tusks seem to be a little bit out, more than
Ah,
usual.
fuck. Ah, fuck! Morak, I know this is a sensitive subject for you. Seeing that we just killed this person.
Yeah.
Just think of this as a, intelligence. A prisoner, so to speak.
And she can give us answers to questions that we don't have answers to.
At this point, you guys see the gnome girl has stopped crying, and she begins to slowly drag the Warforged away from you. And there's just a
Where's she dragging it?
I would say, if you'd like to know the specific, like, where she is dragging him, you can roll, like, knowledge nature, I would say.
Sure.
With advantage.
Cool. That's a 17.
She's dragging her back, it appears, to the way of Celowal.
Mork's gonna walk over.
Do you need help with that?
And I'll point to the Warforged.
No, thank you. I have him.
But wouldn't it be better if somebody carried him instead of dragged?
Thank you for the recommendation. And you see her move her hand around, and she begins to cast a spell. And ever so slightly, you can see for a gnome, a very small gnome girl, you see her muscles kind of get beefier. And she begins to grunt as she pushes up the Warforged, and it's over her head, and she begins to march in that same direction.
Alright, just be safe.
Morik, as you walked over to talk to her, there's just a black cloaked figure standing there. There's a big hood over his head. And you can see a mask that kind of resembles what a fox would look like. But it is just watching her drag it away.
And who might you be?
He just turns and looks at you.
Well,
he just continues to stare.
Mork's gonna stare back at him.
A long staring contest, except you can't see his eyes.
Let me know when he blinks.
Okay. What would the rest of the party like to do? Actually,
I think
my bad real quick. More, you can see bright blue eyes kind of piercing through the mask, but you just stare and they don't waver at all.
Do I see anything in the eyes?
No. They look like just human eyes.
Mork will puff and then just kind of walk away.
As you were saying, Rakus.
I think we should head to the cart and rest. We all seem, well, we're all still injured.
Does the party head to the cart?
Yeah.
Yes, but it also goes without saying.
Yes. Cart time.
Okay. Right, as you get back on your cart, and then
Oh,
you notice...
Asta's gonna...
We need the table.
We need the table. Table.
There is a
That is
table
true.
just lying about 50 feet away from the cart.
All right, boys, get to
Mork
moving. We
will
gotta
pick
get
it
this thing
up.
back in the
Mork
cart.
will grab it.
Asta's gonna get Seraph's body.
Okay.
Because he's taking.
One thing I would like to do, actually with the table, is I would like to cast Fabricate on the table.
What would you like to fabricate?
A statue of Ilphas.
Oh. Okay. Well. You guys see Raditz begin to cast a spell as he holds his holy symbol in one hand, and
As you're loading it onto the cart, you know, all casual like.
and a hammer in his other, and he kind of chings it, almost like he's trying to chisel it, but not with the chisel.
It takes 10 minutes to do this, by the way.
And he keeps kind of hammering at it. Nothing seems to be happening noticeably, but you can hear him uttering a kind of incantation the entire way. During these 10 minutes, what would the party like to do? Note for Morark. As you move away from the hooded figure, it kind of wakes about 30 seconds before it also begins to follow you.
Follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Mark will stop moving.
It stops moving.
Have you imprinted it on me or something?
It just stares.
Can I roll insight on it, or like...
You can try with disadvantage.
Okay. Well, either one was amazing. What do you want me to add to
It would be an insight.
insight? Okay, so 12.
It's mainly just peculiar to you, it's just following you. It's the only thing that comes to your mind. You can't find an ulterior motive to it.
Mark's gonna gesture to it with a thumb and look to the rest of the party and say, "Can you all see him?"
I don't know. Can we?
The party can see a tall, black-cloaked figure with a fox mask on.
Yes. Who are you?
He just waves in a direction to all of you.
Oh.
Are you Token dressed up in a disguise of some...
It was me, Token, all along.
No.
Oh my god.
No. It just seems to cock its head to the side. And then readjust its head back straight.
What the So
Rats,
who
I
are
don't
you?
like this thing. Should I kill it?
The question was directed at Raditz.
I don't know. I don't know what it is in the first place.
What if it's Darium dressed up?
Well, if it's something like that, I say cage it.
He takes a step back.
So, can I roll insight on that step back?
Yeah, I'll say it's a normal roll.
That is a 15, my guy.
Poggers, my man.
It seems to almost be like a step to get out of a situation.
So it's like
what you just heard, yeah.
So are you Darium?
It just cocks its head to the side again.
Mark will turn around and start walking back towards the cart.
He begins to follow you, kind of moving a little bit faster.
Mark will, as soon as he starts following, stop.
It also stops.
Turns around and faces it. He'll walk right on up to it.
What the hell do you want?
He just takes another step forward as you walk up.
I've got my eye on you.
Now Mark will just go back to the cart.
He nods at you when you say that.
Mark will squint at him, but just keep walking back to the cart.
Okay. This time, as soon as you begin walking to the cart, he walks along with you up to the cart.
Mork will chill for the 10 minutes.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
Do you mean literally? Because I can help with that.
Yeah, you're funny.
Oh.
You are a comedian.
That's a knee
Comedy.
slapper right there.
The comedy area.
Knee slapper.
Dude, that was so fun.
Oh, he's dead.
You
Oh, the
froze.
chair. It was so funny. Did I freeze? Damn it. I fell out. I made myself fall out of my chair because I was like, that was so fun, and I like fell over.
Is there anything anyone would like to do, including Gera, Rakis?
No, I'm just waiting.
So,
Chill out,
Aster-
Max, and relax now, cool.
Aster's gonna walk
Sleep
up.
time.
It is like midday.
And I'm tired.
Cyphus. Is the bar still there?
What
Is
bar?
like the tavern still there?
No.
Not
The
I
whole
can answer
town.
that for
the
you.
entirety of it.
It's all
It's
Oh,
gone.
I thought you said I thought you said one building was.
No. Everything.
No, the whole, the whole shebang. They moved it.
Why do you think all the civilians walked away?
Okay. Cyphus would like to go into his bag and eat a ration.
Awesome. Okay.
Big brain.
After
And
10
he'll
minutes,
take out the tea as well. He'll
Mm.
start making some tea.
Okay. So you pour it out of the pin it came in.
Mm-hmm.
You have yourself some nice tea.
He'll sit on the cart and do this, by the way.
Okay. During these 10 minutes,
Aster would like to ask a question. Reddit.
shoot for it. He seems
So
to be
Red-
focusing on apparently casting a spell on the table.
Oh, I best start. Can wait.
Okay. Rakis and Gera, you two are kind of just sitting next to each other next to the cart, and you see the dark cloaked figure with its mask kind of, after following Morik to the cart, look at you both and just stare at you two.
The person.
How tall is the figure?
Alright, give me a second. I need to get the deets if you would like them. How tall are you, Rakis?
Little under 6 feet.
Little under 6 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. It is. It's about a couple, maybe like 3 inches taller.
Okay.
And it just stares at you two. And then it will continue staring until the 10 minutes have passed.
In these 10 minutes, Aster's gonna want to use his pendant that Morik gave him and ask and ponder on his decision to want to try and resurrect this person. That'll take a minute, by the way.
Okay. I believe augury only works for the next 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Is there a different question you'd like to ponder about? Or a different subject you'd like to ponder about?
I mean, technically, it would be on my decision on whether or not it would be a good idea to. So that would that? Yeah, I guess so, because it would have to be waiting till it happens.
I'm essentially waiting for Raditz to get back, so.
Heck. I'm gonna ponder about this question about the shadowy figure that won't go away. tall boy over here.
So you grab your pendant that's attached to your shoulder, or rather your left chest, and you begin to focus with it. And after a minute, you feel a sense of, as the kind of ocean breeze is blowing over you, it kind of gets a tad bit warmer, giving you a good sense.
Mm. I'm gonna go to Morak and tell him, hey, so I think I used this pendant you gave me, right? And it says that we can probably trust this person to go away with a mask.
So the pendant told you that?
Yes.
Like explicitly, like Woods came out and said, hey.
No. I got a warm feeling, and I think that means they're good, right?
Are you asking me or just saying right?
I'm talking to Morak.
Okay.
I prefer the cold.
Would that mean bad?
I guess it depends on your perception of the matter.
It felt good. It felt like a good feeling.
Alright. I'll bear that in mind.
Alright. You know. Ash is gonna keep an eye on his, Ash is not gonna put a sword away, just because he's also in fear that if he puts it away, something bad will happen to the spirit. So he's gonna have the sword with him, and he's gonna have the body next to him, and he's prepared to huddle there for a long time.
Okay. You basically cuddle up with your sword and the body of the girl, and you wait.
It is the weird.
So, Raditz, 10 minutes pass by, and everyone. Thank you for the
There was a.
I heard the ta. I heard the ta-da.
There was a ta-da.
Yeah.
You all see? Are you doing this on the cart or on the like below the cart?
No, I'm doing it on the cart. So we now have a statue of Ilphas on our cart.
You guys see a iron statue of Ilphas, kind of with his hands in a way he would cast a spell, and he seems to have a kind of neutral expression on his face. His cloak his kind of dirty, patch-made cape is around him, and seems to be. It looks like if wind were blowing, it would stop at that time that the wind would blow, and even with his curly hair, it is all there. The cloaked figure walks up, gets on the cart, and then reaches and holds one of Aster's hands.
Whoa. Hi. So who are you?
It just looks at you.
And they're not on the cart. They're just next to the cart.
So this thing has a mask, though, right?
Yeah, it's basically, it's gotten onto the cart, and it's just taken its hand, apparently, and just is holding one of Ilphas's hands.
And
this thing is like huge,
the
right?
Statue of Ilphas. And it is. How tall are you, Raditz?
Fuck, I need to actually look at my character sheet for those details. 'Cause that's how.
6'3", I'm calling it.
No, 5'8".
He's
What?
significantly taller, actually.
Yeah,
Hey.
Raditz isn't tall.
He's a
I thought
hunk.
Raditz was like 6 foot at least.
No, Raditz is a hunk.
No, he's a chunky meatball.
Yeah.
Aster,
Yeah.
you do detect actually a slight bit of magic emanating off of the hooded figure. How long would you like to keep concentrating on your spell?
Well, since I got nothing else to do, just as long as it goes for.
Okay. So you just stare at him and, about a minute later, you'll get the sense that the kind of magic seems to be a mix of abjuration and kind of, oh god. Oh my god, this is actually really bad. Nathan, because you're just as smart as me. I just forgot the other type of magic. It's arcane and divine. There you go. Holy crap, my brain really forgot.
Well, technically there's 6 schools of magic. They're not actually equated to arcane or divine magic.
There's no school for divine magic, so it's just he senses divine magic.
A divine being.
So you sense a mix of
School of divination,
abjuration magic, and also hint of divine magic.
Would ask to know what that would mean at all, like.
Roll Arcana. Oh my god.
I got a 3.
No.
Wait, I mean, plus 2, so 5.
You don't. You've only seen magic that is kind of wandered around the continent, so you don't have a clue.
Would Morark know?
Aster will mumble to himself, thinking the 2 types of magic, by the way, divine and abjuration.
Okay. Morak, it'd be hard for a check to happen since you just hear Aster mumble it, and he's the only one really attempting to find the magic.
He's thinking out loud.
No. Well, you have the statue on the cart, Raditz. Is there any direction you'd like to go? You're in...
Well, if I recall correctly, our goal was to take on Skull Keep.
Yep. And, how would you like to attempt to get there?
Oh, you said there was a port town not far off.
Really?
Starport Pow!
I love the way you said that.
Starport Pow! No, but yeah, let's head to that town. Actually, yeah, it is midday. We'll get to the town, and then we're gonna fucking pass out. That's the plan.
Okay. Well, I gotta wait.
Look, man, it's been a long day. I think we all deserve it.
All right.
Yeah, we earned our keep.
This one is for Raditz. The cloaked figure standing on the cart, seeing you all, I imagine, get on the cart, minus Morork, kind of looks around, and he kind of gets off the cart and then begins to walk alongside Morork.
Why the hell are you following me around so much?
He just tilts its head at you and looks back forward to where you guys are now moving to, which is the port town you see. Is there anything anyone would like to do in the next half day?
Well, somewhere on the early side, Aster would like to ask Raditz. So, Raditz. So what exactly would I probably need to do for this whole resurrection thing?
How would I know?
I mean, she said you would know about it.
Not really. She just said that I worship the same person. Or a god. Besides, I'm not doing that shit again.
Yeah, no, I understand.
It's only trouble.
Okay. Brackus, is there anything you would like to do while you're kind of sitting there idly next to Gara?
So wood carving wise.
I think you have a piece of wood left.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you have your 3 carvings, which is the rat, the bird, the dragon, and I think that's all you had.
Yeah, that's all I have for now. Okay, I'll start on a 4th piece.
Okay. What would you like it to be of?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. Well, just roll your woodcarver's check right now.
Okay. That's intelligence plus proficiency?
Yep.
That's +5, so 16.
Okay. Your figure will be not as detailed as the dragon, but pretty detailed and unique in its make. Is there anything anyone would like to do until they reach the port town?
So,
Is there anything you'd like to do, Aster?
Aster's gonna try and see about contacting these gods.
Okay.
And,
So I imagine you meditate then.
basically, that doesn't count as a short or long rest.
I would say it counts as a short rest, but
Would it count
It
through the
only
thing?
goes away after a long rest, so
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, you can still take short rests.
okay.
Okay. Actually, one interesting thing, Rackus. Very far away from the cart, you see a golden furred cat with wings kind of ever so slight behind the group, flying and hovering above the ground, following the cart.
Wait a minute,
Slippy?
Smokey!
And it'll actually pick up in pace, and it will land on Cyphus's back. Cyphus, there are some claws kneading into your back. I think JJ got some lice, so he had to comb his hair.
He had to comb his hat.
He had to comb his hat.
You know, I really hate you sometimes.
You had to comb his hat.
There's a pound of.
I heard, yeah.
Yeah.
Cybus really just doesn't do anything.
And it kind of begins to knead and crawls up onto your shoulder, and then lumps itself around your shoulder, and it begins to purr.
I just kind of let it happen.
You don't do
eventually,
anything at all?
Mark.
Cyphus?
Huh?
Do you not do anything at all? Well,
I don't do anything. No.
About a minute later, it'll turn and then give one cat lick on your cheek.
Just, yeah. Gonna let it be.
Okay. More?
Eventually, Mark does want to talk to Raditz.
Okay. Um, okay. You kind of, are you at the head of the cart or are you behind the cart?
Mork is in the middle.
Okay.
He's like fluctuating between towards the front and towards the back.
Mork, you can use Raditz. You see Mork kind of pick up pace, and he gets alongside you.
Is there anybody else around within like direct ear?
There's the people behind the cart, but I don't think anyone's sitting next to Raditz unless they'd like to. So, you could presumably hop onto the partner seat and attempt to have a quiet conversation.
Alright, well, Mork is going to forego that.
Okay.
Look to Raditz, and then he's going to hold up a finger, show that he's gonna like write something.
What's up, Mark?
I'll write it to you. I don't want prying ears. And he looks to the person following at his side.
It kind of, when you say that, it kind of takes one step back away from you, but kind of follows your shadow.
He's just gonna peer towards it and then continue to write down. And then I'll copy this and send it to you as well, Lucky.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe. But either way, Mark. Just. And I sort of gesture for the notebook in return. So I can write something down.
Okay.
What was that?
Mork hands it to you.
I write down.
While he is writing, kind of has one hand on the rings. Morark, moving up to you is the cloaked figure, and it just begins to rapidly tap on your shoulder.
Yeah, what?
You turn to it, and it begins to move its hands in a formation. Roll insight.
Now, before I do this, Lucky, I assume this NPC won't die because they don't talk.
You're funny.
19.
I mean, it's a fair assessment.
19? It
19.
is... The way its hands are moving, it is attempting to speak to you in a sign language.
I don't understand. Do you use words? Can you talk? Are you mute?
It slows down its hand movements, just really slow, and it goes through the entire procedure of hand movements it did previously. Roll, I'd say like a intelligence check with advantage.
Okay. Natural 20.
One of the signs you catch, only because you've been hunting them, it is a universal sign for orc.
Am I an orc? Is that what you're asking me?
He does like kind of a half and half sort of hand movement and then shrugs.
Hold on one moment. He'll look towards the notebook that Raditz handed him, and he'll see the message. He'll just kind of... He'll sigh deeply to it, look to Raditz. He'll just kind of say, I hope you're right, Raditz. And then he'll pocket the notebook. Then he'll look back to the dark figure. And he'll say, are you asking if I'm a orc or half orc or if I hunt orcs? Confused. All I caught in there was orc.
It nods.
To which part?
I think it nods to the first part.
So if I'm an orc, a half orc, or hunting orcs?
To the half orc bit.
Yeah, I'm a half orc.
It kind of has like a moment. And it kind of moves in closer to your face.
Mark's kind of lean back a little bit.
It kind of, the way the mask is positioned, it seems to be looking at your mouth, kind of. To where kind of your tusks are poking out.
Why are you looking at my tusks?
He reaches with one hand and attempts to touch one of the tusks.
Mark will allow it.
Okay. Kind of pokes it. And he begins to like kind of, with one finger, kind of caress it, weirdly.
Okay, that's when Mark would slap his hand away. Alright, that's pushing it, bud.
It kind of, when you slap its hand, kind of retracts for a second. And then it looks at you and tilts its head at you and then begins to move its hand to your tusk again.
Mark's gonna grab the hand very firmly, very, very firm. I'll say, don't get any funny ideas. And then I'll just kind of like throw the hand down and away from him.
Quickly with its left hand, faster than you expected, it will almost kind of reach up. And I would say roll a contested strength check.
I get advantage on those. So just flat strength?
Yeah.
24.
Surprisingly faster than you thought. The finger, you kind of slap it away just before it touches your tusk. And the figure kind of then stops and just stares at you.
Listen, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm pretty sure I'm stronger than
you, as you're kind of looking at him, you feel a tap on your left shoulder.
Oh. Now the question is, this is where everything gets determined. Is this a trick where I look over my left shoulder and the right side, or are they actually over there?
The figure is standing to your right. But if you turn around and look to your left side, would you like to?
Sure. What have I got to lose?
Okay. When you turn around, there's a... Okay, when you turn around, you look to your left and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
You turn back around. What would you like to do?
Sorry, what's standing over my right shoulder?
You look to your left shoulder where it was tapped at, and there was nothing there.
All right, so I look over my right shoulder.
As you look over your right shoulder and you look at the figure, you see a blue spectral hand just come out and sock you in the face. At least it'll try to. Does a 19 hit?
19 is my armor class.
That is 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. So this thing's attacking me now.
After it punches you, it kind of goes back to an idle state.
I can't. Okay. Well, Mark is very low still, because we haven't rested, right?
Not particularly, no.
Yeah. So Mark is kind of hurt. But he'll activate Giant's Might.
Oh shit!
Okay. Mork gets very big and tall as he walks alongside the cart.
Could I grab him?
Esther would get a short rest, Evan. Yeah. Make a contested strength attack roll.
Get advantage on those. 24 again.
Okay. You reach around his neck and you grab him with your elbow on his neck. You grab his head and you just hold him in an arm lock position, and his head kind of bashes against your chest.
Okay.
He'll take some sort of damage for it since he utterly failed.
Mark is just going to slowly.
He's gonna start doing what?
Choking him out. Just very slowly, just start choking him out.
Okay. You tighten your elbow around his neck. You feel something there, but...
Also, on the damage, I do get an additional 6, right? Of weapon? Or is it just basic?
Well, you grapple him, and then you can choose to choke him, which deals a d6 plus your strength modifier damage. I believe is how we ruled it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
So I'll roll the d6. For the damage, it was 8, by the way.
Okay. You do so. You mean pressing as hard as you can. It is still kind of kicking its legs out as you're doing this.
Don't care, squeeze tighter.
Okay. So roll your damage again.
That's an 11.
Okay. You continue to squeeze, and now actually this time it kind of grabs its hands around the elbow that you have at its neck. And it kind of tries to pull it off.
Want me to roll a strength contest?
Yeah. Oh my god.
23.
No, it is not able to squirm its way out.
He'll give it one final squeeze and then drop it and just keep on.
Okay. Roll your damage.
9.
Okay. You squeeze it one last time and then kind of just fling it onto the ground. To which it kind of rolls.
Now here's the question. After 10 feet, you take a d6 of...
It's a... And it kind of rolls along the ground, and then quickly it gets back up, and then begins to follow you once more.
Is it hostile?
No.
Okay. Mork will... After a minute, Giant Smite goes away, so he goes back to normal.
Alright. So Morak is now regular size.
Yeah. And he'll just deadpan keep looking ahead towards where he's going, trying to ignore the critter next to him.
Okay. Alright. Aster. Your meditation. Roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier.
Oh. I got a nat 20.
Okay. You
So that's
close
25.
your eyes, and you kind of hear the senses around you cease. You can't hear anything. You can't smell anything. You feel yourself breathing lightly. You actually begin to see all around you this starry sky, and you're floating in this empty starry space. And you see, in particular, ahead of you are these 6 stars that just shine brighter than the rest. And from each star there reaches out a spectral hand, each of different colors. One is purple, another's blue, one is golden. And do you reach out?
Yes.
They are a slight far distance away. You begin reaching out, and just as you begin to reach out, you see this black hand come out from below you, grab your face, and then pull you back out, and you come back out of your meditation.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, alright.
Alright.
Mork will do one more thing before we time skip.
Okay.
He wishes to look towards the critter, the insolent and frankly vile being that punched in his beautiful face. He'll say, "Why the hell are you still following me after I just..."
Jeez, what's it to you anyway? He's gonna reach his hand up to his mouth, or where you can presume his mouth is.
So you
Another backup character.
I knew it. I knew it all along.
You changed your name to a question mark in Discord.
No,
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was Carson that time.
Mark wishes to stop walking and pick him up by the collar.
Will he try to resist, or?
He's gonna be kind of kicking a little bit and be like, let me go, please. I don't want to do this again. Come on.
He's not grabbing him by the neck. He's just like grabbing him by his cloak and just hoisting him. He's gonna look at him and he's gonna say, "Why the hell weren't you talking earlier?"
I cannot answer that. Quite frankly, I don't really know myself either. I just kind of assumed I was talking to myself the whole time. Could you hear me, or?
No, I couldn't. And if you don't answer the question, I'll have.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, your guess is as good as mine in this case. Okay, please put me back down.
Mark will drop him.
Thank you. Okay. Sorry, I guess, for being a bit curious as to what you were. I know it must have been very peculiar with what I was doing with your tusks and that too, but we'll get to that. I just wanted to say sorry about the tusk part first before I apologize about hitting you directly in the face.
Yeah, don't do it again.
Yeah, don't do it again.
Got it. Yeah, sure.
You're lucky that I'm fucking weak right now after killing 3 people.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised you kind of flew your head back as much as you did when I hit you. Not that I wanted to get a reaction out of you in the first place or anything, right?
Who are you?
Oh, if only I had my strength right now.
Who are you?
Oh, me? I'm Charleston. Nice to meet you.
Oh, he's taken.
Yeah, that's a question. Why the fuck are you so curious?
You cut out, Seth.
Sorry. He says, yeah, that's a question. Why the fuck are you so curious about?
You cut out again.
I'll type it in the chat.
Okay, I just need to know what it's about. I heard the up to it.
Why are you curious about me?
So, does Charleston look like a beefy fellow?
You cannot see anything, like any of his skin at all. It's completely covered from head to toe, as you cannot see a single.
Well, Charleston, would you mind putting this on for me?
Can I ask what you
My
put on?
whole set of chainmail.
I don't know. Would it have to go under or over what I'm currently wearing? Cannot see anything.
Doesn't matter.
All right, I'll put it over me then, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And I'll make an attempt to get inside of it.
Yeah, it's really tight, but yeah, you get into it.
Right. So, Charleston, you are now in my chainmail. It's rather snug, is it not?
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
So I would advise not trying to run away and answer our questions honestly. Or else I will have to turn that into molten metal.
Come again.
You heard me.
Yeah, I did. Can't refute that. Sure. What do you want to know?
Mark, go ahead with your questions.
Alright, why are you so curious about me?
To be honest, I've never seen. I believe it's a half orc.
How the fuck haven't you seen half?
I just haven't ever seen one. That's kind of all there is to it. So sorry, I was a bit. Okay. Now, Carson? How do we do insight rolling against players?
Against players?
Yeah.
Player rolls deception and you roll insight.
Well, I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm just gonna be honest.
You're being honest, then Mora can make the insight roll still. You don't have to do anything.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 7.
He's being honest. Can't get a good read, especially because the mask's on. But
So what land are you from where half-orcs just don't exist?
I don't know. I just never really seen one. I'm sorry. You have the features of an orc. I was just a bit too curious for my own good. He'll turn towards Reddit to go.
Yeah, when Raditz is curious if I'm doing alright, he doesn't punch me in the fucking cheek.
It's just testing your metal, you know? Tough as you look, huh?
But we've been having a very long day. We really don't want to be tested right now. We just overthrew a government today.
Huh? Huh? A government?
Yeah, the area you ran into us at, there used to be a kingdom there. An entire fucking kingdom. We killed 40-something gods, 100-something clones, and some big bad evil guys.
Yeah, what kind of big deals?
Now that you know. Wait, where'd that come from?
you don't know.
God damn it, Token!
Can I roll perception?
You
just like
you won't see anything.
Sending. Yeah, we're kind of big. The Morark's head.
Basically, we're kind of a big deal.
I wonder where Cyphus went.
He upped and gone.
He just has like a miniature token in his brain. He just makes random comments about shit.
Nice.
Anyways, look. We're very tired. I've almost died, so is Raditz. Santina's gone, but she did die. Cyphus over there almost died. Asta over there almost died. We almost... I don't need more shit piling on.
Yeah, I got you. Sorry, I didn't know that's what was going on here.
Yeah, and general courtesy of, talking to people says you don't punch them in the face.
To be fair, I couldn't really talk prior.
Babies still cry before they punch things.
Good to know. I'll use that in the future for sure.
Morg doesn't look satisfied, but he doesn't look too irritated anymore. He just
Raditz looks at Morark like, do I take the chainmail off now?
He'll just kind of like wait, like he'll just kind of shake his head and hold. It ain't even worth it.
So, where are you guys going now? Not that I really should know anyways, right? Considering I kind of have to come along for the ride anyways. He's gonna try to like squirm with the was it chainmail on, right? That's what it is. Okay, good.
We're trying to commandeer a ship.
A ship?
Yeah, a big ship like a boat that, floats across the ocean sea.
Okay, but how big are we talking that this ship is going to be? Are we talking like tiny sailboat, or are we talking just a big ship full of people and cannons on it and all sorts of things?
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see when we get there.
Oh, well, all right. Got me intrigued.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know of a man named Dar?
Real quick, Carson.
No.
Okay, thank you. Doesn't ring a bell at all. I've got no clue. Not a single one.
Not even one.
Nope.
Fucking hell.
Sounds like a pretty good name, though, if you ask me.
It's not. It's a dumb fucking name.
Wrong
You're a
answer.
dumb fucking old man.
Wrong answer. Heat metal.
Alright, so I need him to Charleston to make a dexterity saving throw. Which
No, I'm joking. Fuck.
You take 400 points of fire damage.
Oh my god!
You have now been burnt to a crisp.
You are now dead.
See, this is actually
Burn is holy fire!
this is Raditz's safety measure. That's why he's making armor for all the party members, just in case,
Oh god, it's his domination plan.
Sneaky bastard.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do on this trip, or?
Yeah, Astra's gonna... Is Garrett in the cart right now?
Yes, Gara is in the cart. She is next to Rakis.
Esther is going to say hi. Hi.
Wait, to who?
Gara.
Oh.
Because, new people.
I blinked. What?
Aster said hi.
Oh, hello there.
So, you gonna be here for a while?
I've decided to just stay around for a while.
Alright, well, welcome to the team. The weird, crazy team.
Thank you. Your name is?
Aster. Aster Staff.
Is Gara wearing armor?
Oh.
Nathan, could you stop BMing on the part?
It's gonna be a total TPK with the armor. It's gonna be like a chain, like remote detonator.
And I gotta say, Raditz, he's pretty good at what he does. But other than that, he's kind of limited. You know what I mean?
God damn it,
All he
Token.
does is heat metal.
Yeah.
It's like giving a child a laser. You just abuse it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the cat
It's like
just
the best
keeps
fucking
running, bro.
spell, bro. There's this thing called the cooking book tactic.
Instead of saying hello, he just straight up goes, "Hey, that armor kind of looks dinky. You want an upgrade?"
Proceeds to cast heat metal.
I like to imagine that Raditz's end goal is to put the chainmail on everybody, and at the like the flick of a wrist, he just goes, "Cast heat metal," and everyone fucking dies. It's his ultimate plan.
Nice.
Anyways,
So, what would you guys like to continue talking, or?
No.
I would.
Okay.
Is it possible to get a long rest while walking?
Oh my God, John's back.
I'm back. Hello.
I'm gonna look.
You have a nice shit?
Huh?
Did you have a nice poop?
Now the whole stream knows, bro.
Now the whole world
Why
knows that
dang, man? I didn't want the stream to know I was pooping.
Now all of China knows that
All
you
of China knows you're here.
Very stupid. John.
All right, let's go back to the conversation between Aster and
Yes.
Yeah.
Gara.
I'd like to interrupt that conversation and kind of chime in and look between it was Gara and Rakis and just kind of say, why did you two look the same? Like nearly the same. I'm not talking like you're a direct copy of him, but I'm just saying like very similar in design.
We come from the same mother.
Is that so? He'll kind of. So how fast is the cart moving, real quick? Trust me, I'm not gonna kill anybody. Please believe me when I say this.
Mark is right next to you, just so you know.
I don't know how fast everything's kind of going and like traveling.
Give me a
This is
moment.
all going so fast.
So, I would say, Nathan and Raditz, how fast do you want to go?
I just want to get to the fucking fort town.
He is.
I want to go to sleep.
I just want to get to the Fortnite bus. That's all I want to go to.
So he is there. The cart's moving pretty fast.
Okay. So how the astral hands work? I can use them to propel myself, right? Can I use them to sort of like walk along at the same speed that it's going, and just kind of sit crisscross in the open air while I'm like being moved by my arms?
Stand jump.
Stand jump.
Hold on. Give me a. I need to check it real quick.
I'm just curious. I don't know.
I need you to start practicing social distancing and get around 6 feet away from your camera. Buddy.
Eye is gonna be like on me.
Do you mean what the heck? Is there a cat here? Oh, there is a cat here. I just scared my cat away. That's fine. I don't think your hands can do that, but side note, you move just about as fast as the cart as you're walking.
Alright, so I'll just be literally running to this other side of the cart. And I'll stand, or I'll keep running like, as close to Rakis and Gara as I can, and just look over and do tell me more.
Well, I don't know. It's we don't have too much to say. We've only met, 2 days ago.
Oh, so you're like long lost siblings, right?
I guess you could say that.
That's pretty cool. Actually, I don't know if it is. I don't know if I'm being completely honest with myself here.
Oh my god, can you just stop?
Well, here's my train of thought, right?
No.
Are you sure? I have a lot of things.
No.
Daven would like to walk up and say,
Wait.
What?
Daven's still here. I want to make this clear. Still here. Daven would like to walk up to Mark and say, should we be going?
We're already going,
We've been
Yeah,
going.
right.
I'm going full speed, man. I'm like,
I
Look at John.
all the way
Look at
where
John.
they were.
Just look at John.
He's like,
John's just fucking shaking. No, I'm whipping those reins like a fucking mad lad, okay? We're going. We're hauling ass.
Steven just has a rock and it says, like, should we be going?
he's
running at a sprint.
Dude, we're gonna need more horses.
David will turn to Mark and say, do you mind if I talk to you for a moment?
No, not at all.
He'll kind of
Off
pull
to the
more.
side.
Yeah. And he'll say, are you alright? You seem to be a little off.
What do you mean? Oh,
Well-
the voice, the look, all that.
Yeah, all that. Seems to be a little more of a aggressive side to you.
Yeah. Long story short, I'm some fucked up experience that was bred in a tube. Daria. Looking to kill.
Ah. Understandable. Well, I hope you get your revenge someday. But
You do.
I think for now, I don't know. This trip seems dangerous. I don't know if I'll be able to stay for this long, but I hope to meet up with you some other day. Once again.
Yeah. Hopefully in better circumstances than now.
And, your friend over there seems to have ice powers. I'd recommend talking to him if you need to chill, if you know what I mean. He'll give him a little elbow nod.
Mark is deadpan face. Just like it's not like he's annoyed at the joke. It's just like
It doesn't have any reaction on it.
yeah, it's like it wasn't funny, but he did. It was just kind of like a okay.
Alright, we'll get some jokes in sometime.
Try it when I'm a bit happier.
Of course.
Is that even possible?
Just token say this.
Where the hell
not
does
here.
that voice keep coming?
I'm not here. I'm just saying it as Caden.
I'd like to roll.
Is Mark ever happy? Is Mark ever happy?
I rolled a 17. Ian, where's the voice?
You cannot
Yeah.
find the voice.
God damn!
The only voice is in your head.
Look, has Token ascended to godhood? That explains how we got all the platinum.
Can Aster hear the voice?
No.
Who-
voice-
it's only
the
Hey,
voice-
what's up, dickhead?
The voice is something only Morak can hear.
What's up, bitches? That's all I think.
What's up, bitches?
So, does Daven just basically stop moving with the cart?
Yeah, David will put a hand on Morak's shoulder and he'll walk back to everyone else. And he'll say, so, I'm kind of tuned out. What was your name? And he'll talk to Charleston.
Oh, my name's Charleston. Nice to meet you. And he'll extend out his hand.
David will also extend out his hand and shake it, and he'll say, you're a quite talkative fellow, aren't you?
I guess it's a habit. I haven't really been able to talk for so long. Or at least I think so. I don't really know if I've been talking inside my head or actually talking.
That's my job.
Do I hear that as well?
No.
Or is it...
No.
No, you
No,
don't.
nothing that Caden says you can hear. He's being a dickhead. Won't shut up.
It's either. Well, I mean, I'm a dickhead and Token's a dickhead. You just have to figure out which one. You know what I mean? All right, we'll be back.
Can David see any part of Charleston, like, of his...
Only his eyes.
Only his eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to roll perception, or...
Nope.
Nope.
Do I need to roll investigation to see...
No.
You
anything
have
about...
to get up close and personal and like feel around him. So no investigation.
Did I feel anything from the handshake?
He's wearing like a glove. Roll.
Investigation.
Yeah.
I don't even know if David has a good investigation. Probably gonna be like -1. Watch.
What should be -1?
What did I say? -1.
Chad.
That's
fine because I rolled a 1.
The face he just gave us.
He
after
doesn't
said
feel.
that.
He doesn't feel.
It felt like a normal handshake.
All right. David will say, "You seem to have no inner monologue, do you?"
I'm sorry. Inner monologue? I
You
don't
can't
believe I
talk to
follow it.
yourself inside of your own head. Like
Oh no, I
everyone else.
can. I'm doing it right now, and I don't think you want to know the things I'm saying right now.
Oh.
Oh.
Like what?
I just said you don't want to know. Why do you want to know?
Well, usually when you tell someone they don't want to know, that makes them want to know.
Yeah, well, I don't want you to know. Is that better?
That is better.
Where's Santina during all of this?
Dead.
She's not
She's
here.
dead.
Her and Bardrak walked off.
They dipped.
They dipped a while ago.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, correction, we are heading to Starport Bow, correct?
No.
We're not? Where are we heading to?
Well, would Cyphus like to roll a knowledge nature for geography?
Survival?
Well, okay. If you'd like David to roll, it can.
I would like David to roll it, because he kind of does that.
Doesn't get advantage.
That's fine, I got a 17, almost a nat 20.
You are heading to a place called Utora Bay.
Oh shit. Oh shit, I was not expecting this. Oh, wait, we're going to Utora? Wait a fucking
You're already in
Uh-oh.
Utora. Are you okay?
We're...
Venn is in
I'm not
Utora.
okay, man.
Yeah.
Jay's like, wait, we were at Venn?
Do you? Hey, Jay.
Oh, I thought you meant Ulan. I was like, what?
Bay. What's a bay, Jay? What is it? Say the line, Bart. Yeah.
I was so close to kicking you from the server.
Yeah. Don't do that.
So we're just heading to the bay right now?
You're heading to your Utora Bay, yes.
Okay. Cyphus at this point would like to walk out, and he'll look at Charleston, about to say something. Be really confused. Give Morak a look like he's confused and puzzled, and wait on his response.
As you're waiting, Cyphus, you hear.
Oh. He'll turn towards the cat for a moment and give a little wave and go back to Morak.
Disaster notice.
He's kind of doing it like just to Morak, but if you're near Morak, I would say you can see it, yeah. He's not trying to hide it, but he's like who's this guy?
I mean, he said his name is Charleston.
I heard my name.
Yeah, our friend is wondering who you are.
That's it.
Which
Wrong
one?
answer. Sheet metal. Kidding.
I hate you.
Mark will lean into Cyphus's ear. He's going to say, "He likes to push buttons. Are you afraid to knock him out if he chooses to push yours?"
Oh, that. And Cyphus will cover his hand in ice. Won't be a problem. Where are we heading to?
Does he know where we're going?
Cyphus does not know. He's not aware. He hasn't been listening for the past while.
But does Aster know?
I don't know. Does Aster know?
God.
You can roll a nature check with disadvantage.
Oh, I'll get 2 dice. Ooh.
Christ almighty.
Ah, one of them would have been in that 20, but that's a 9. Nature.
You have no clue.
Wait, Aster gets advantage, but David doesn't?
No, I got disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay, so I got a total of 8.
I was like, what?
Yeah, you don't understand where anywhere is on the map.
Oh. Well, alright.
Um,
This is what it sounds like when Evan rolls his dice.
it is, yeah.
You want?
Is there anything else you guys would like to do, or?
I didn't really get an
Charleston's
answer.
gonna. Oh yeah, he didn't get an answer. That's right. I thought David would be the one to answer that question.
Well, he asks Morark specifically because he kind of just since Morark talked to him.
Yeah, Mork looks to and he says, well, we're supposed to be heading to Starport Bow, and unless we're walking the wrong direction, I assume.
You assume what you might cut up.
Starport Bow.
Starport Bow sounds like an interesting place to be.
Mark will kind of glare towards Charleston.
Baba babe.
Well,
So,
how long is it going to take to get there? Does Raditz, and as he sees that Raditz is driving the cart, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's my job.
We're heading to Starport Bow, correct?
Yep.
All right. How long do you think that'll take?
Hey, Lucky, would I know that?
It's like to where you're going right now?
Yes.
Half a day.
Half a day.
All right. Well, thank you. And he'll go back into the cart and just kind of sit in there, and then he'll like start to pet the cat.
If you don't mind, Charleston's gonna come up. Still outside of the cart, he's gonna come up behind Cyphus and just kind of lean over and be like, "Hey."
In reaction to that, Cyphus is going to form a shard of ice from his hand with Winter Wonderland, and he'll hold it to his neck.
If I can, Carson, can I have my astral arms just come up and like kind of put it in front of me, just in preparation?
Roll a dexterity check if you want to do that.
Okay. I'm not trying to catch up, just trying to be like
Fucking
prepared.
Spider-Man, that shit was.
Wait, what's up, Carson?
And no, I said I know.
Okay. Well, I got a natural one, so.
Yeah, I know. Before your hand gets there, the piece of ice that is apparently sharp is at your neck.
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. Please don't stab me. It's the last thing I need today.
Why are you here? Who are you?
Both equally good questions. First of all, hi, I'm Charles. I can't reach out for a handshake because you're threatening me right now, and you're holding me at knife point, but I came in with the gnome girl. I don't really know her name, but... And David, too. Is David still here?
Yeah, you can see that David's, like, next to Morark.
He'll kind of wave, like, hello! And he'll turn back towards Cyphus.
David will wave back.
See?
And he'll look over at David, and so...
We've got...
History? Wait. David, you knew this guy?
He'll turn to... David will turn to Raditz and say, well, yeah, I kind of was looking after them for a while.
Well, now I seem like a bit of a prick.
Well, you know, he'll kind of walk up to Raditz and go, not even I really knew his name. Didn't talk much before this. But Cyphus will say to Charleston, so, why are you with us? Real question. I get you're traveling with us, but you're heading to Starport Bow, correct?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I've just been kind of traveling. I haven't really been to Starport Bow, which is, if my first reaction didn't tip you off, I haven't been there before. So it's kind of nice going to see the world.
Okay, and he'll lower the ice knife, the the technical ice knife
Right.
neck, and he'll say, "Yeah." He'll sit back into the cart. Start.
He'll look at the Tressum and point at it and be like, what is that thing? It's like a cat, right? That's a cat.
It's a gift from, and you'll see that Cyphus's eyes become a deep purple.
He does not take note of those eyes, by the way. He's completely focused on the cat at this point. He's just looking at it, and he's gonna say, "Oh, it's a gift? Oh, from who? Sounds like a lovely gift."
Cyphus has like a few tears from his eyes, and he'll say, "It's a long story."
And he'll he'll look at his face now, and just kind of see the tears flowing, and just kind of look from side to side awkwardly, and just kind of, sorry if that brought up any unpleasant memories. I was just curious, was all.
He doesn't say anything else. David will walk up and talk to Charles and say, "I think that's enough."
Yeah, I think so too. Good talking to you. And he'll kind of just step back.
David will walk up to. He'll lean in towards Charles and say, "Look, I know that you didn't talk much before this, but you seem to be different. Is everything all right?"
Different? What do you mean?
You just seem to be more talkative. You seem to be more inquisitive. Is this?
I have.
Or just
I'm sorry. About
weird?
malfunction? Not in his head. And he'll sort of knock at it. But yeah, I don't know. I just was able to talk, and I didn't even know I was able to talk until words came out of my mouth, and everyone.
Your mic cut out. It was really funny.
Till words came out of my mouth, and everyone could hear it.
Why is that gift so small? Okay. David will say, "All right. Let's try to keep things to a minimum."
You know I can't promise that, right?
Try for me.
Sure thing.
Mostly just leave Cyphus alone. Seems to be going through a lot right now.
Got it. I'll leave Cyphus alone.
And Morark.
And Morark. Wait, what? Why Morark?
He's a little angry at the moment.
Oh,
You won't like him when he's angry.
that's the. Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I would say probably Raditz too, as he is driving.
No.
Doesn't
Well,
have distractions.
yes and no. I mean,
You can talk to him.
look,
and just
sorry
go-
about the armor thing. You can take it off if you want. I didn't realize that Daven, knew Daven.
He'll quickly shuffle the armor off of him and just toss it into the cart.
I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty funny to watch. But I knew Raditz, you wouldn't hurt him.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that.
I sure hope so. The
How
last
does
thing I want to
Aster
do is
look?
die.
How does Aster look? Does he look A-okay?
A-okay.
And how does Rakkus look?
I'm looking at John. John's doing this. He's like,
I'm pretty hurt, but I'm like fine.
He'll say to David will say to Charleston, he'll say, "I would say leave Rakkus alone, that fellow over there and his sister. They seem to be
But I was just talking to them moments ago. They seem pretty all right with me.
they're okay for now, but
Well, so
Rakkus
then
seems to
why are
be
you
a
telling
little-
me not to talk to them? I don't understand.
Because something bad has happened to Charleston. And
Wait, to me?
no, to all of these people, they're hurt and they pain, and it's hard to explain. But they don't feel like themselves.
Aster looked okay.
Some of them do, but some of them are very confused. Some of them don't know who they are, or
Well, I would ask you to write a list, but I think I think you're implying that I take a mental note.
it's all of them. Every one of them has some form of story to them that's not the nice.
Oh.
Not everything's been kind to them. And recently, they've lost a lot. They've lost 2 of their friends. Just both died. It's tough.
Well, I'm sure all they need is a little pick-me-up, right? Just someone to talk to and
Later.
vent out their front. Oh. How
Nah.
later is later?
Give it a day or so.
A whole day?
We are very tired. We haven't slept in about... Well, we haven't slept in a while.
Oh, me neither. I haven't slept in... He'll pull out his fingers and start counting. I don't remember. It's been a lot of days.
For right now, Charles, you know what I talked to you about death, right?
Yeah.
It's a serious thing, but we can't always look at it like a bad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just a little someone to talk to in a day.
And while
Surely.
that's true, some people just need time to accept death. It's not the most comforting feeling.
Wait, how much time are we talking here?
Depends.
What does it depend on?
Each person's different. For me, I can get over death pretty quickly, you know. But for others, it could be years. It could be a while. But we have to give them space.
Man, I
They
don't
know that we're here.
I don't know if I can not talk for a whole year. That's way too long.
You don't have to not talk. You can talk to me. It's not. You and I will be fine until we get to Starport. From there on, we'll figure things out there. Rakus, how long did you say it would take?
How long has it been since then now?
I thought
Since
he said
started
half a
the
day.
journey, it's probably
Since the last time we had that checkup.
Oh, it's been like 10 minutes.
It's about a half a day. We should be there by nightfall.
Alright. So, just give it a little bit, Charleston. From there on, we'll figure out what path takes.
All right, we'll do. And if you need someone to talk to, I'm always here. Okay, good.
Thank you, buddy.
No problem. And he'll sort of veer off and just kind of walk alongside everybody.
Okay.
Real quick, Charleston.
Yes?
David will reach into his bag and he'll pull out pipe. And he'll hand it to him and he'll say, try this. Usually
Wait.
calms me down.
What did you hand to me? A pipe? Like the smoking pipe?
Yes, it's a smoking pipe. And he'll hand it to him and he'll say, you put it up to your mouth and you breathe in.
He'll sort of put it up to his mask and it'll go bunk, bunk, bunk.
You have to take the mask off a little bit.
I can't do that, sorry. And he'll hand the pipe back.
Why is that? That's something I never really got to ask you, but
I just can't. Just something up in the old noggin, you know?
is it something relating to that?
Relating to...
He'll give him a wink.
I don't believe I'm following. You might have to spell it out for me. Letter by letter, please.
I'll message you what he whispers you.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll get a response, and as soon as it comes. I have no idea what you are talking about.
That's what I. All right. Well, he'll take the pipe back and he'll say it was worth a try.
Yeah, sorry. And he'll just sort of he'll just stop talking completely and veer off. Like,
I had a feeling it would come to that, but it's fine. Cyphus or David will move a little more towards Morak, and he'll just walk next to him.
So now I've got two people walking next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Who else wants to walk next to more?
My shoulders
There's
are
just a nice
almost
walkable guy next to you, or I don't know.
Okay. Well, would you guys like to have any more conversations? Would you like to continue onwards and have a time skip?
yes.
Okay.
Alright.
So, 12 hours pass.
Does this count as a long rest or?
You would have to sleep.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna message you something.
But Gera and Rakis can try to sleep. So can Cyphus. Anyone who's on the cart can try to sleep, except for, obviously, Aster will not sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And give me just a moment. So, you guys begin approaching down the road to a small port town. It's beautiful to the eye. It's even though it's night, you can see the lanterns are currently on, and it's bustling with many elves moving along the streets. There are on your entrance there is just a bunch of shops just going down. You see off to the left of going down where there's kind of a split, a fork in the road. There is a massive wood apparent building that has moss stained all over it. And there's a sign to your immediate left. And you look there, and it says, "Welcome to Utora Bay."
Wait a minute, this isn't Starport Bow.
Hey, wait! I thought we were going to Starport Bow. Did I say here Utora? Did I misinterpret what everyone was saying?
Nope, I misinterpreted the map. This is the closest port.
And Raditz, as soon as you begin talking, slamming down right next to you in the partner seat next to you is Token, and he puts his hand around your shoulder.
Where'd you go?
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, here, and
Hi,
I give the share that we saved for Token.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
So,
I mean, I gave it to you on purpose, but
Yes.
Justin's gonna walk up to the man that just hopped in next to him and just kind of say, "Where did you come from? Did you come from the sky? Are you an angel?"
I mean, the ladies like to call me that, but other than that, I came from the top of the building.
Right, of course. Also, I don't understand the ladies thing. You might want to tell me how that joke is funny. I don't get it.
Are you not old enough yet?
I'm sorry?
Never mind. Moving on. He's gonna stretch.
So, what's your name?
Oh, Token. Nice to meet you.
Oh, hi.
He'll,
I'm
he'll do a
Charleston.
full 180 and he'll do a handshake.
He'll obviously reach out for the handshake.
And that will be all.
All right. Do you continue heading into Utora Bay?
Yes.
Okay. The elves kind of clear the way slightly for you to pass by on your cart. You pass by a shop, the Merry Plum. Then you continue onwards. You see countless shops with many random names. And you come to the fork in the road. You apparently have seen no tavern, but you turn to your left towards the moss-covered building. And you see there's a sign coming out from kind of the front of the building that has many directions that points off into. And you see the name is Seamoss Tavern. Next to it is a small kind of place to dock your horses and or riding creatures. What would you like to do?
We put the cart where it needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
We put the thing in the thing.
We go in, get some rooms, and go the fuck to sleep.
Okay. Does everyone walk
Except-
inside?
Oh, you guys are going to bed? He says that outside of the building.
I haven't slept for a very long time.
I am so tired, Token.
We all kind of died, you know.
Okay. Well,
Lean out and say,
You may not have been touched, but we certainly were during that fight.
some of us died more literally.
Did we pass a church?
Not immediately, no.
well, I'll be around. You'll see me.
And
Oh, good. Don't go too far.
Hey, Token,
He'll turn around. Yeah.
have you seen a church?
Yeah. I've been in this village for a couple days now. What's up?
Can you
You
take
need a
me there?
church?
Yeah.
Sure. Why?
I gotta resurrect someone.
Huh?
Harrison's also gonna peer over.
Astra's gonna gesture to the body that's just been there.
DMs.
Have you had that corpse there the whole time with you?
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
about to ask the same thing. What-
How
is
badly
this
does
like
it
your?
smell?
Is this your thing? Do you like carry corpses around with you, or?
No.
I mean, I've been to a couple places, and I haven't seen this one yet.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting into your personal business, but just saying, it's kind of weird, you know.
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's weird,
Yeah, well,
and it's not normal.
have fun with that.
But-
I'm not gonna be.
Alright, but can you point me in the direction of the church?
Sure, straight down, to the left, to the right.
Alright, thank you. Ash is gonna get the corpse.
Don't go down the alleyway. Not a
Ash
fun
is
place.
gonna avoid the alleyways and go to the church.
Okay. So the rest of the party walks into the tavern.
Token will shift into the crowd.
Okay. You guys see Token just sink into the floor.
What?
Charleston's gonna like reach at the floor and just kind of pat around. Huh? He's gonna look up at Raditz specifically and just say, "How did he came from up? Why is he in the ground?
It's his thing.
Does
Yeah,
he do
he does
this
that
all
all the time.
I want to do that. That's so cool."
By the way, I take the chainmail that, Charleston had tossed off, and I put it in my bag of holding, of course. My merce!
Okay. So, you guys, the rest of the party enters. Your party enters, and they see a mostly empty tavern. There are a couple elves sitting at some tables, and there's only one apparent worker. You see at the bar, there's a orc standing there. He has these big burly muscles. He has very thick studded leather armor, coat, and leggings. And his hair is like a mohawk, but it's combed back, and his color is black. When he sees you enter, he says, "So, what can I do you for?"
We need rooms to sleep in. Please.
He seems surprised.
Charles is gonna lean over to Raditz and say, "Did we talk about how many rooms we're getting? Are we all getting one? Are we sharing? How's this gonna work?"
Doesn't matter to me. Please, rooms.
I'm actually grateful for your patronage. Since this place is full of elves, no one really sleeps.
Please! I just want sleep.
Per each of you, a room has about 3 beds. If you'd like one of the luxury ones.
Room with 3 beds, please. Several,
And,
of course.
So you
Room
need,
with several breads.
you'll need 3 beds. That'll be about 9 gold.
I've slapped down that gold.
Takes the gold and he hands out 3 keys. He's doing it again.
I distribute the keys and take my key, go up to the associated room, and enter immediately. I'm done. I'm going to bed. Good night, guys.
Good night. Another.
Who
That leaves
goes
2
with Raditz to his room?
Mork will chill in Radit's room.
And I think that's enough, actually. There's just an extra bed for you, Raditz, just so you know.
Raditz is gonna look over at Davin real quick and walk up to him and kind of nudge him with his elbow and just. This
You
is
mean Charleston.
we're talking
Raditz
about, right?
out.
You said Raditz, Guy.
Oh, I did. Oh, sorry. I thought I said David. I'm so sorry.
No, you said Davin. I heard Davin.
Oh.
I heard
Okay.
Raditz.
All right. Well, my bad.
I heard Raditz and David.
We'll look back on the stream and figure out what the hell I actually said. Yeah, he'll nudge Davin and say, so this is the kind of space you were talking about, right?
Some literal space, some not so literal space.
Right, I'm still figuring it out.
Of course, that's. Why don't Charleston, you and I get a room together?
Yeah, sure, alright.
Okay, so Davin takes one of the keys, I guess?
Yes.
Okay. There's an extra bed in Davin's room. Who would like to also stay in Davin's room?
I wonder. Charleston will.
Wait, is that accounting for me, Carson, or is that...
There's 3 beds.
Oh, there's
Okay,
3
so...
beds. Oh,
okay,
okay.
let's make it sure.
Never mind, I take back my comment. No. No.
Anybody at all?
This is gonna be a very awkward living situation.
I guess Garrett can. I don't know.
Skylar.
Yeah!
Yeah, that'd be great.
So Garrett walks into Davin's room.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Power statement.
Oh, hey, you're that guy's sister, right?
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay, good.
Shut up.
Oh, thank God. Man, the last time that I remotely got that wrong for somebody else, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I just know that it happened. Also, did I get your name by chance?
My name is Gara. Gara Savant.
I'm Charleston, and he'll reach out his hand.
Your mic cut out.
He'll reach out his hand and say, I'm Charleston!
She'll shake his hand. Pleased to meet you.
So Rakkus, you and David are just standing in the hallway. Or not David, Ilphas are just standing in the hallway.
There was a third room key, right?
Yep.
Cyphus, I guess that leaves the two of us.
Alright then.
And I guess Token and Aster will go in whatever bedroom. I'm gonna start heading up to the third room.
Okay. You open the room door, and there's a room there for you.
And I'm gonna get ready for sleepy time.
Alright, so everyone manages to go to bed. Everyone, unless give me a second, Evan. Everyone will get a long rest. So, Aster.
Mm-hmm.
You follow you follow Token's directions, and you actually come upon a small kind of school-looking building. It's very small, but it has a symbol on the front of it, and it is the symbol of a card. It has a wave design on the card like an ocean, and there are stars above it.
Mm-hmm. Would I think that would be a church?
Yes. Well,
I will...
would you like to find out?
Yeah.
Alright, you walk up to the door, and you knock.
I do, yeah.
At first there is no response.
Oh.
And then about a minute later, the door opens, and you see a tan elf. He has blonde hair that's kind of oily and not really kept well together. He's got massive bags under his eyes, and he looks at you, squints his eyes. What would you like?
Hey, is this a church?
This is a Church of Tilen. Yes.
Awesome. Can you help me with some resurrection?
The spirit is still floating behind you. The entire
Today,
way
we're gonna be summoning some spirits.
So he then looks at the spirit behind you and he says, "How much are you willing to pay?"
How much does it cost?
Well, since this is late at night, there's going to be an extra fee. I'll say 30 platinum.
So how much would it be if I came back tomorrow?
Makes no difference. Just fucking come in here and let's do the resurrection, please. I actually have a meditation to get to, and you had to come here at the middle of the night and interrupt my meditation.
I'm sorry.
That'll still be 30 platinum.
Okay, where can I put this so I can get you out the money?
Come inside, and he opens the door further. It's like a dark room, and he's going over and he's lighting the candles ever so slightly. Do you place the body on the table?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I will immediately go to my pouch, rummage around, grab 30 platinum, and hand it to him immediately.
He takes the
Thank
30
you and
platinum.
sorry in advance.
He takes the 30 platinum.
I'll remove 30 platinum.
And he turns to you and he says, you didn't get my name, I imagine. You didn't even bother to ask.
Nope. Oh, hi. I'm Aster. Aster Stav. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Ildren, and you're really giving me a headache.
I'm sorry. I get that a lot.
Now, and he kind of reaches into his, kind of black robes, and he pulls out a deck of cards.
Oh.
And he kind of opens the top of it, and he pulls out the entire deck. And he says, so, to make this clear, you're reviving her body.
Yes, and, this is her, soul. I don't know what's going on, it's weird. But...
Well, I need you to let go of that soul.
Aster's gonna summon his sword and say, I think it's attached to this.
Well, you know what? We'll just see what happens.
Alright, Aster's gonna just put the sword right next to her. Lifeless body. Yep.
And you see him reach into his deck of cards, and he begins to shuffle the deck. While he's doing this, he stops, and then he reaches into his pouch and he pulls out three specific cards, and he places one on her forehead, her shoulders, sorry, so it's technically 5 cards. Her head, shoulders, and legs, and then one
Knees
final
and toes.
card.
I didn't even hear what you said either. Holy shit. I didn't even hear what he said. What did he say?
I'm not
He said
in the
knees
mood.
and toes.
I am really not in the mood right now.
He said the toe word. He said knees and toes. You know, head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Oh my God. You're
That's
actually-
great
You
though.
said the foot fetish word.
Carson's malding.
I am. Actually. Very mad. Now I have to invite him back.
He's already in.
No, I have to invite him back to the chat.
Oh yeah, that's right. Whack.
Ah, look,
Hey, buddy.
look who's back.
Hey buddy.
Would you like to try that again? Okay, here. I have a fix for this. There you go. Alright, so he takes out these 5 cards and he places them along her body. And the final card he takes and places on her chest. And the card you see, he places all of these face down. And the card he places on her chest has a star kind of on a black surface. And it seems to be with the lines drawn falling.
Mm-hmm.
And he continues with his deck. So just so you know, these cards are expensive as hell.
Hmm.
That is why this is expensive. You also have to take into account that you interrupted my meditation. So,
Yeah, sorry. I was told that I can't really sleep until this is done, else her soul's gonna go away. So yeah.
yeah, it'll be fine. Now, and he stops shuffling, and he throws the deck of cards in the air, and he kind of holds out one hand, and a card lands face down on that hand. And he begins to cast a spell. Wow. He takes the card and begins to slide it across her essential, where the other card is. And all 5 cards begin to light up with radiant light. And then they all turn into ash and seem to dissipate away. So do the rest of his deck. Each card kind of dissipates away as well. And there's a long pause. And he kind of scratches his forehead and he says, I'm hoping that worked. It was very tiring to do. And 10 seconds pass by before she takes in a breath of air. And she opens her eyes and she sees you, Aster. She looks around her. And she looks directly behind her as she sits up and sees a window. She will flip out of the table and attempt to jump through the window.
What? Wait. Can I'd like stop.
Yeah, give me
her.
a second. So, Token, roll a contested strength check.
16.
She sees you coming, and she instantly drops and slides on her back. And she gets up to the window and she says, I would thank you, but I seriously despise you. And
I get that a lot.
she jumps, attempts to break the window. Which she does, and she tumbles out of the window, and then you see her form.
You know, you have to pay for public damage.
You see her begin to fly away.
What? Why did you revive her again? She seemed Yeah, let's just leave it at that. And by the way, I'm not paying for the window, so just getting that out there.
The elf kind of is rubbing his eyebrow, and he says, I'm sure, like, one of my platinum will cover the window. Anyway.
Alright, well.
I revived her. Nothing else I can do. I'm gonna go meditate now. Goodbye.
What?
Alright. Amen. Or, is that even a saying? I don't know.
He begins to push Aster in the direction of the door.
Hey, real quick, last thing, sorry. So this sword, that sword, I was told there was, like, it was corrupted or something? Can I pay you for that kind of stuff?
Give me a platinum.
I will pull out from my pouch a platinum and hand it to him.
He looks at it. Okay. He kind of puts his hand onto your sword.
Mm-hmm.
And he begins to cast a spell. Let's see. Oh, that's a good roll. And the hilt of the blade that you're holding, Aster, the dark part of the blade, begins to crack and then shatters, and your white blade kind of just tumbles onto the floor with a clang.
Huh.
Wait. Did the hilt go away?
There's no hilt.
Or
Well, I mean, you got no cursed sword now, so that's a thumbs up.
And as this happens, Token, Aster, you're hit with a ton of pain in your chest. You see the silver hair Aster has, slowly from the center of it, begins to turn blonde, and it kind of fights its way over his hair. It eventually covers most of his hair except for one single strand that remains blonde or silver. And he crumples to the floor, and Aster, you're unconscious.
oh,
And he's fallen on top of the blade that clattered onto the floor.
Hey, priest dude,
Yeah.
I'll take care of it. Just do your thing.
Okay, make sure you take the blade with him. That's an important religious symbol there.
And it just broke, so
The blade looks...
so it's a broken religious symbol.
No,
Very sentimental.
The blade looks fine. I hope he knows how to use a blade without a hilt.
I kind of like your humor. You mind if I come back a couple times? We have a chit chat. I bring some wine. No. Okay, I'll leave.
No. I'd be completely okay with that.
Really? Wow, that's the first time I've gotten that this week.
You seem to have more sophistication than this guy.
Okay. Well, that's the first time I've heard that one. All right. See you later. You will toss the remnants of whatever the holy object was into his bag.
Okay.
And his satchel thing.
Yeah.
And he will just hoist Aster up with one hand and carry him out.
Okay. He kind of gives you a 2-finger salute, and then he just walks into a different... He kind of squenches all the candles, and he walks into... Squelches, actually. And walks into a different room as you leave. Where do you take Aster?
Mountain Doom to be thrown into the fire as hell. No, he'll take. Yeah, he'll take him over to the inn.
Okay. You open the door.
He's fairly nonchalant walking down the streets with a guy who's unconscious on his shoulder.
Yeah, a lot of elves kind of look at you as you pass by.
He'll give him a hand motion or two.
It's like the Spider-Man 3 dance.
Sure. Pizza time.
And you walk into the tavern, and you see the orc standing there, and his eyes kind of open slightly. And he, upstairs to the left, one of those 3 rooms.
What's his name again?
Would you like to ask?
What's your name?
Name's Tev.
Alright then, thank you, Deb.
And he continues to just go back to washing down the bar.
Reminds me of my grandpa's name. Moves up to Aster's. He'll start basically just knocking on every single... So, did he say left door or right door?
He said left and then one of the 3 doors.
Okay, he's gonna knock on all 3.
Okay. So, everyone roll a perception check.
Housekeeping!
Oh god.
Oh god! He's
22.
back!
20.
Natural 20.
Oh, wow, okay.
I got an 8.
If Raditz really wants to, could he just straight up fucking ignore me?
I mean...
He got a 20, so I mean, he knows it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rakkus and Raditz immediately wake up.
I don't want to wake up.
This is a curse.
And then
Not now, Token. I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, I have unconscious Aster. Could you, like, take care of him?
Wait, what?
I don't know. He kind of looks like he's dead.
I don't know. I roll out of bed, go to the door.
Brackus will also get up.
He's gonna lay him on the ground and just walk away.
Healing word on Aster, I guess.
Okay. Aster heals.
He's gonna be downstairs.
Roll a d4.
That is 5 points of healing.
Aster heals 5 points of healing, but does not wake up.
Aster's doing some live cosplay right now.
How injured your
You
Aster look?
just killed off one of the characters. Is now really the best time?
Yes.
Do you place
It's
them
perfect.
in? Do you place them in the third bed in your room, or?
Yeah, I guess so. Can I do a medicine check to feel for like a pulse? See
Yeah,
if he's, like,
yeah. Go for it.
not dead. Fun fact: Raditz is not good at medicine. 9.
9. I mean, he's not cold.
He's still warm. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this, really.
So you
The
guys,
party healer doesn't know how to do medicine.
do you guys just toss him onto one of the beds?
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do. So.
Alright. Yeah, you kind of just dump him onto a bed, and you see. Okay, roll a perception check, Raditz.
Oh lord. God, I feel like I've been doing so much tonight. What the fuck? 16.
16. You can see him breathing.
He's alive. Alright, let him rest.
All right.
I'm going back to sleep.
All right.
Do you just leave him on the floor, by the way? Because that would be fantastic.
I tossed him on a bed, and
Okay. That would be a token move, I'm just saying.
yeah, well, I'm Raditz, not Token.
Brilliant. We need more Raditz then.
Look, this was a very Raditz-heavy episode, okay?
Raditz, you close the door, and then you just flop onto your bed.
Yes.
Um,
What else would I do?
Token, what would you like to do?
He's playing cards with himself downstairs.
Okay, fair enough.
What?
He's gonna actually, for any new people that walk into the inn, he's gonna try to get them to join him.
Mark is
Okay.
passed out.
And most of all, he's gonna be getting information out of them.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So you get like 3 elves. One in particular says, the man you're looking for, he runs a, he's actually one of the, sailors in one of the ships.
What's the name of the ship?
Well, fitting for actually here, I think, and he looks at one of the other elves, is it called the Longbow? And, the other elves kind of, I think it's the Longbow. Longbow.
Longbow.
Like one of, our bows and arrows that we
Yeah.
all taught to use when we're born. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, I'm kind of.
Is it docked right now, or is it out in the ocean? That's a. Do you know?
You'll have to check with the dock runner here, Severin Daw. I think he's off his post right now, but you can check tomorrow.
All right. Well, thank you.
No problem. Do you guys continue your game? Token roll. An intelligence check with advantage, or not with advantage, but you can make this also sleight of hand if you'd like.
Okay. 19 total.
You beat the 3 elves fair and square. Wink.
As per usual.
Mm-hmm. And the night will pass. Almost. Brachus, as you're laying there in your bed, you hear Brachus. And your eyes open, and you're in the tavern, laying on your bed. And you see Cyphus laying in the bed across from you. You don't see anyone in the room.
Is there a window?
There is a window.
I'd like to open the window.
Okay. You walk over and you open the window, and a slight gust of wind hits your face. And you see out far in the ocean, there's a small light that shines out from it. And it says, I need you.
Do I recognize the voice at all?
Yeah. It's familiar of the one that kind of talked to you before you broke off your patronage.
I just instinctually slammed the window closed.
You hear just what sounds like just squeals of almost a monster. And then it kind of breaks off and it says, it's far stronger than I could have comprehended. I need you to save me.
Do I recognize this voice?
It's the same voice.
It's the same voice? Okay. What time is it? Is it like early morning?
You look out and there's just a starful sky. You also, one interesting note to use, you don't see any elves on the streets.
I'll get clothed for adventure and make my way to the coastline.
Okay.
Token's going to be at the very entrance to the inn for the entire night.
Okay, I know. I'd figure actually, but
yeah, just making sure.
You spend your entire night just there. No one really passes by you.
He'll prop his legs up on the table then.
Rackus, you head down the stairs of the tavern. You see there's no one currently running the tavern. There's no one in here. It's actually completely dark. And you walk out, and there's completely empty streets. You begin walking, and you walk for about 15 minutes before you
Wait, did Token see this?
You don't see anything.
Okay.
For Token, for the rest of the night, really, the orc is kind of just manning the bar. And then I think about 2 hours after you showed up, he basically goes into the back of the bar, says, "Don't fuck around," and presumably goes to sleep. You just hang out.
Cool.
Takes you about 15 minutes, Rackus, but you eventually do reach a beach. To which you see this little light come closer to the water's edge of the beach, and it's almost onto the sand. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna like get my rod ready, but kind of go up to light and what is it that you want?
The light you see now kind of starts to reach out of the water, and it forms this kind of translucent golden tentacle, and there's many cuts alongside of it, and it begins to reach out for you, and then it kind of flops onto the sand below you, and then you see another black tentacle come out from the ocean, more like a darker green, wrap around this brighter translucent tentacle and drag it back into the ocean. And it says, you hear a voice. Uldir is close to waking. I've been holding him back for so long. He likes to take the appearance of me when he talks to you. But I am getting far too old. They will be coming for you. And you see at the very edge, the horizon almost, while it's still dark out there, you see a ship moving alongside that horizon. And you see, weirdly, hold on. You see the bow of the ship, for some reason, split apart and open, and you see rows of teeth. And you then see it submerge. And then out of the water comes these hundreds of green, dark tentacles. And then with a thrust, they all begin to fly towards you before you sit up in your bed in a cold sweat. Syph is still sitting across from you in his bed, sleeping, with the cat on top of him. You are still in the tavern. You look outside and you see elves still bustling the streets.
What time of day is it now?
It's still night. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna get up and open the window again.
Okay. You open the window and you look out, and just vaguely on the horizon, you see a ship leaving the dock, and then it begins to pass over the horizon. And
How big of a ship is it?
To you it's probably an average ship size. It's not a galleon. Well, actually, no, it is a galleon, my bad. But it's not the biggest ship you've ever seen. Something you probably assisted manufacture or fix in Starport Bow. And as you kind of watch the ship pass over the horizon, you see the mast slowly diminish. You just hear whispers. Intangible, but you just hear them. And then it's just silence as the waves crash onto the beach. Would you like to head back to sleep?
Yeah, I'm gonna close the window and try and go back to sleep.
Okay. Rackus, you crawl into bed. You pull over your blankets. And you have this wooden cat statue that you finished just sitting on the floor next to your bed. And you close your eyes. And you feel this presence just before you fall asleep. These multiple, these almost pressure push across all your body. And you open your eyes and you see these shadowy tentacles just around you. And then you quickly just fall asleep and the pressure leaves you. And that is where we'll be ending this session.
Understandable.
Well,
And scene.
I have a big
And
bag.
Nathan is still stands. He turned into Sands at the end.
Rip Aster.
Well, we'll be live again, of course, next weekend. I mean, that's all. I hope John liked being muted. It was pretty fun for him. That's just how much I don't like him right now.
He's just.
And we'll
be live again next week, guys. Next Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard, right? Because that's the time zone we're in right now.
I don't know.
I think we are. I know Arizona doesn't change their time frame, so.
Anyway, good night.
Goddamn right.
See you, everybody.
Bye bye.
Arrivederci.